Venice Film Festival or Venice Double Date? Well, Brad Pitt and George Clooney just turned it into the most star-studded couple hangout ever. Both Hollywood heartthrobs arrived arm in arm with their partners at the Venice premiere of their new movie, Wolves. George Clooney brought along his stunning wife, Amal Clooney, while Brad Pitt decided to make things official by stepping out with his girlfriend, Ines de Ramon.
Well, I was pretty excited.
So, a big congrats to Brad and Ines. They're finally red carpet official, and we couldn't be happier for them. And the romance didn't stop there. After turning heads on the red carpet, the stars swapped limos for a classic mahogany boat ride, the Venice version of cruising in style. Why not mix business with a little pleasure?
Favorite gift to give?
Favorite gift to give? Love.
George and Amal were looking effortlessly chic at the front of the boat. George rocked a sharp blue suit, and Amal stunned in a black dress, both giving us major couple goals. Meanwhile, Pitt relaxed in the back of the boat with Ines by his side. Like a perfect date night, he casually wrapped his arm around her and gave a wave to the paparazzi, rocking that half-buttoned shirt look. Ines kept it elegant in a fitted black midi dress. Simple, yet striking.
Because I like you so much.
Their destination was George and Amal's go-to spot, Ristorante da Ivo. Once they arrived, George and Brad were the perfect gentlemen, helping their ladies off the boat. Who says chivalry is dead? These men are keeping it very much alive. Oh, and how heartwarming it is to watch Brad and Ines's relationship blossom before our eyes. Now let's take a moment to remember how it all began. Before their romance rumors started, Brad Pitt and Ines de Ramon had been in pretty serious relationships. We all know about the former couple goals that were Mr. and Mrs. Smith, right? Brad began dating Angelina Jolie in 2005, after his divorce from Jennifer Aniston.
I don't want to say very much about that, except to say it was a very difficult time, and we are a family, and we will always be a family.
They tied the knot only in 2014 at their children's request. Then, 2 years later, the actress filed for divorce. By 2019, 3 years after the filing, the judge ruled the two legally single.
I use for escape, to escape those kinds of, I guess, difficult feelings. I don't know how better to describe it.
Over the last few years, Pitt and Jolie had been in ongoing negotiations regarding custody of their children and dividing their finances. Up until now, the former couple have been fighting nasty legal battles. However, it's not just Pitt who has experienced a divorce. De Ramon was previously married to the Vampire Diaries star Paul Wesley. They tied the knot in 2019 and kept a very low profile as a couple. In fact, we didn't know that the two were married until Nina Dobrev let the news slip in a podcast. Then we began seeing more of the now former flames when they started posting each other on Instagram. In April 2022, however, after less than 3 years of marriage, Wesley and De Ramon quietly split. Even though his love life was the topic of many stories, Pitt kept a relatively low profile compared to his younger years. It was time for the Fight Club star to focus on himself and to immerse himself in things that made him happy and fulfilled.
Well, I mean, on one hand, you get older and you just get tired of protecting yourself or having any secrets. You just want to get on with it.
He did a lot of internal work after splitting with Angelina, and he is pretty focused on work and other new ventures right now, the anonymous source shared at the time. The tipper also said that Brad was trying to be more low-key about his personal life, because he is tired of being judged for every move he makes. And then he and Ines fell in love. We're not implying that she and Brad are soulmates, but the development of this relationship is giving all the butterflies. On top of that, there were scandalous notes in the beginning stages of the blossoming romance, like people thinking the 59-year-old stole Paul Wesley's girl. To clarify, he didn't, and they only started dating after Ines's divorce. Oh, how we love celebrity romances. We mentioned that Ines and Paul had quietly split up. Emphasis on quietly. Just like when they married, only the pair's close circles knew about the divorce. Speculations that they had split started when Paul was seen without his wedding ring and was spotted frolicking around Italy with a model. Only in September did a rep confirm the divorce to the media. At the same time, Brad had been reportedly dating Emily Ratajkowski. However, the Meet Joe Black star was spotted in November 2022 with a brunette on his arm, and it wasn't M. Pitt gets people excited and talking, even when he's being more private about his life. The Once Upon a Time. In Hollywood star was photographed with Ines at a Bono concert in Los Angeles. At one point, Brad pulled her into a hug as they walked outside the venue. This was when rumors started that the two were dating. Even though both have yet to make any public statements about the relationship, anonymous sources have been sharing insights. When the two were pictured at the concert, they claimed to be just friends. News Online spoke to an insider who denied any romance between the jewelry designer and the Golden Globe-winning actor. This has been assumed in the past and has been wrong, they said. Another source close to Pitt told the New York Post that the actor had known de Ramon for a while as a friend. He's spent time with her before. She's someone he knows and trusts and feels safe with, the source shared. However, since their first tabloid mention as a couple, it seems that the two are only getting closer. Imagine having a friends-to-lovers story with Brad Pitt. Oh, to be Ines de Ramon. A month after the Bono concert, the blossoming love story was developing in the media. Us Weekly magazine discussed the possible courtship with an anonymous reference. Brad is smitten with Ines, but they aren't officially dating, the source said. The insider added that the movie star wasn't expecting to find someone so extraordinary like Ines, but they were becoming great friends and would see what happens from there. Then came the birthday celebrations. Both Pitt and de Ramon were born in December and celebrated their birthdays together. While attending the actor's birthday bash at an Italian restaurant in Los Angeles, they were photographed in the same car. According to People magazine, the two were very cute and flirty. You could tell that she makes him happy, a source mentioned. By the end of December, an insider confirmed to Us Weekly magazine that Brad and Ines are officially an item. They really enjoy each other's company and are having a great time in the early stages of an early relationship, but are still getting to know each other, they said. The movie star even took his girlfriend to a film premiere. They might not have walked the red carpet together, but according to People magazine, the lovers were seen mingling at the after party with arms wrapped around each other. An anonymous source close to the vice president of Anita Co. Jewelry shared a statement with People magazine at the time. The insider said the actor was clearly very into de Ramon, given he brought her to his premiere. Brad and Ines really cannot get enough of each other. The lovebirds entered 2023 at each other's sides. They spent the New Year's Eve enjoying a romantic getaway in Cabo San Lucas. Page 6 released pictures of the two as they enjoyed their vacation. The new flames were seen relaxing and happy in matching blue swimwear. Then, another source came through in January with more information about the couple. They hinted that Pitt might be ready for things to get serious. Brad has gone from seeing this as a fling to wanting to spend all his time with her, the source explained, adding, "The other girls he was flirting with or considering as dates have all gradually disappeared." Since returning from their Mexican getaway, Entertainment Tonight Online has reported that the pair are excited about where things are headed. An insider shared some info about the couple with the publication. They have a lot in common, and Brad likes how chill and low-key Ines is, they elaborated. Another insider shared with the same publication about why this pairing works well. The connection comes from many shared interests, including a love of art. They connect over a variety of interests, and he thinks she is very smart, the insider explained. Ines is worldly, cultured, cool, and down to earth, and Brad really likes that about her, they added. The couple have been spending a lot of time together. They've attended art shows and often hang out at Brad's home. According to the New Zealand Herald newspaper, Ines doesn't do any cooking. The Troy actor is the designated chef. They share dinner over candlelight and sometimes go skinny dipping in the ocean alongside Brad's mansion. There have even been rumors that the jewelry designer has moved into her beau's pad. The same source told the publication that the lady made the first move. The businesswoman is not intimidated by this Hollywood legend at all. Brad's #1 issue when meeting girls is that his fame gets in the way, the insider noted. Although he hasn't experienced that issue with Ines. She's super confident and goes after what she wants, the source revealed, adding, "She likes Brad and didn't make that a secret, which he found refreshing." Love is in the air for Brad Pitt and Ines de Ramon. The pair seem oh so smitten with each other, and we couldn't be happier for them. Given that their romance is based on shared levels of intellect and interests, they seem to have a good thing going. Although, with the ongoing legal battles with his ex-wife and the scandal and rumors that follow the famous actor, we wonder how strong this bond will prove to be. Will Ines be the next Mrs. Pitt?